Organic waste into social welfare. Organic waste is simply any material that comes from a plant or animal and is biodegradable. It can be recycled and converted into compost and fuel. Although it can be recycled, most organic waste is dumped, causing it to produce methane, which is a much more potent greenhouse gas than carbon dioxide. Yaowarat, being Thailand's Chinatown, is always bustling with people, restaurants, and even street vendors, which is why organic waste in Yaowarat makes up 70% of all waste in Sampantawong County, with 56 tons of organic waste being made every day by the street.
ร้านของพี่ทำการแยกขยะไหมคะ
ขยะของเราแยกค่ะของข้างนอกก็ข้างนอกแล้วก็ส่วนในครัวเขาก็แยกของเขาต่างหาก
ก่อนพี่ทิ้งขยะได้แยกเศษอาหารไหมคะ
อันนี้ถ้าข้างนอกจะไม่ได้แยกอะค่ะเพราะว่าของเรามันไม่ส่วนมากจะเป็นขยะแห้งนะคะมันจะมีแค่พวกกระดาษแล้วก็ขวดน้ำแค่นั้นเอง
อยากถามว่าร้านพี่แยกขยะไหมคะ
ร้านเราไม่ได้ทำการแยกขยะครับเรารวมเป็นถุงเดียวไปเลยครับเหตุผลง่ายๆครับเราไปดูปลายทางนะครับผมเขาเอาไปรวมที่เดียวกันโดยที่ไม่ได้แยกกันคัดขยะกันไม่มีหน่วยงานนี้มาดูแลนะ
After having interviewed 4 restaurants, 2 of the 4 separated their waste. However, even then they can only make use of the recyclable plastic waste, while the organic waste is dumped into the landfill with the rest of the trash, as there is no current use for it. A case study of a project in Thailand that is currently dealing with organic waste is CROS, Cash Return from Zero Waste. This project aims to turn organic waste into biofuel and biofertilizer. The biofuel, which is made up of 70 to 80% methane, can be used in kitchen gas stoves or even sold to industries that may need methane. Their machine can process 1 ton of waste within 7 to 10 days to produce 135 kilograms of methane. On the other hand, the Jula Zero Waste project focuses on waste separation. When they started separating waste, they started with restaurants, and then the students and teachers were next, which is why we want to start with restaurants in Yaowarat too. After thorough research, the 2 main goals we believe are important is to have restaurants in Yaowarat separate waste into at least 2 sections, being organic and others. Next is to make use of the organic waste produced by these restaurants. Which is why our action plan is to use the machine from CROS to make methane so that we can sell them to generate a revenue. The short-term plan to accomplish within a year will be to purchase 20 machines from CROS and place them near the MRT where there is an available plot of land, just enough for 20 machines, which is 90 meters square. Near the MRT is the perfect location because it is close enough to Yaowarat for restaurants to come and drop off their trash by themselves. Furthermore, while the machine is processing, it does not produce harmful gas and has no smell. Methane, being a natural gas, is very light, which means if there were any leakage, it would disperse into the air immediately and not cause any harm to the residents. By selling methane and biofertilizer, we can make a revenue of 220,000 baht per month. However, to encourage these restaurants to separate their waste, we want to build a social welfare center in Yaowarat with the income we generated. Acting as a membership program, restaurants that give us their organic waste will be allowed to use the social welfare facilities and services, which include medicine, treatment, and more things geared towards assisting the employees of each restaurant. It is important for owners to support their employees, but it can also become costly at times. Our project can help relieve that weight by having employees separate waste to have a direct impact on themselves. Just by joining the project, each restaurant can register their employees to the social welfare system and have unlimited access to the facilities and services. Starting off with renting a shop house in Yaowarat, the initial cost will be around 180K with a monthly cost of 140K. We will start this project by asking restaurants that already separate their waste for their organic waste as the tester and ask the local government for a grant to purchase the 20 machines. In the future, for a mid to long-term plan, we want to expand our project to have more machines to be able to process the majority of waste in Yaowarat by having them situated right outside Yaowarat. Even though we will ask for their cooperation to drop off trash within the short-term plan, once we gain enough revenue, we want to pick the trash up ourselves to make it easier for the restaurants that will join us. As we gain more revenue, we can expand our social welfare center to accommodate more people and have more facilities and services for the people of Yaowarat. for a better life and a better environment.